Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to a new deep dive.
Hey there.
Today we're venturing into the world of Lapin. It's this 2D platform action game.
Right.
Our source is a pretty detailed Japanese media review, giving us an inside look. And our mission for you, listening in, is to uncover the charm, yes, but also the unexpected challenges in a game that looks, well, deceptively cute.
Yeah, it's not just about pit rabbits, is it? What's fascinating here, I think, is how Lapin manages to balance this really quite high difficulty with this incredibly heartwarming core. You'd almost expect a death game, and we'll get into why it's kind of like that, to be maybe bleak or frustrating.
Right, yeah.
But Lapin flips that. It makes every failure feel like you're getting a step closer to understanding these rabbits and their struggle and their bonds.
Okay.
That tension, that unique mix, that's really the core insight we want to explore.
Okay, so the game itself, Lapin, it's officially spelled Lapin with the laut.
Ah, right, Lapin.
Launched August 30th, 2023. And like you said, 2D platform action. The review directly compares its style to Celeste.
Which is a high bar for difficulty, yeah.
Definitely. Playtime.
Yeah.
The reviewer mentioned around 7 hours, give or take.
Yeah, sounds about right. Though, that'll vary. Depends on the player, the difficulty setting you choose.
And the premise is actually quite touching. There's about 5 rabbits. Their leader is a novice named Lieb, and they have to leave their home, their underground base.
Right, looking for a new place.
Exactly. Searching for a new home, finding other survivors, following clues left by rabbits before them, basically looking for this promised paradise.
It's a classic journey setup, but with rabbits. Very heartwarming.
It is. Now, platforms, it's on PC, it's on Xbox. It was actually on Xbox Game Pass until November 15th, 2023.
Ah, okay. So not anymore then.
No. But here's something the review pointed out that struck me as odd. No Nintendo Switch version.
Yeah, that is surprising, isn't it?
For a game that looks this charming, focus on cute characters. You'd think the Switch would be a perfect fit. Feels like a missed opportunity, maybe.
It really does. Almost counterintuitive,
Yeah.
But maybe that lack of a Switch port just highlights how much they focused on other things that make it stand out.
Like what?
Well, like the artistic charm. The review raves about the hand-drawn backgrounds. They're apparently gorgeous.
Okay.
And they really complement the, yes, admittedly very cute rabbits.
Yeah.
Characters are meticulously drawn, and there are these things called recollection events.
Recollection events?
Yeah, unlockables. They apparently really deepen your understanding of the characters' personalities, their backstories. The reviewer specifically mentioned one for a character named Host, saying it was particularly strong.
Oh, interesting. And I saw a note about something really unique with the subtitles.
Oh, yeah. Get the subtitles, the text in the conversations, actually change appearance.
How so?
To reflect the character's emotions or the situation they're in. It's meant to enhance the immersion.
Wow, that's a clever touch. Really subtle.
Isn't it? The reviewer praised how this, plus a good Japanese translation, really boosts the emotional weight of the dialogue. Turns simple text into like an emotional barometer.
Huh. Okay.
Plus, the whole rabbit protagonist thing. It's not just cute, it's a smart design choice.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, think about it. A 4-legged character, mostly horizontal movement. It fits the side-scrolling platformer genre really well. Gives it a unique feel, apparently.
Right, okay. So, despite the cuteness, we mentioned the difficulty.
Yeah.
Compared to Celeste.
Yep, it has teeth. It's challenging.
But the review says the stress is kind of managed. Quick retries.
Exactly. Super quick retries, which is crucial in these kinds of games. And there's an easy mode, too, so it's approachable for beginners.
That rapid retry sounds great. Does it risk making the deaths feel cheap, though? If you could just instantly try again?
That's a fair point. The review kind of suggests that while retries are fast, the game keeps the stakes feeling real through other means. Like introducing fresh stage gimmicks in each level, and the way the narrative keeps pushing forward, it stops the difficulty from feeling, trivial or just arbitrary.
Okay, makes sense.
It's a balance. And speaking of structure, the storyline itself is apparently really well put together, cohesive.
Good character development.
Yeah, it shows growth, bonding between the rabbits, and importantly, it offers a satisfying, complete ending. None of those abrupt, conclusions some games have.
Oh, good. That's always welcome. Now, it wasn't all perfect praise, though. There were a couple of potential downsides.
Right. Minor points, mostly, but worth noting. One big one is missable content.
Ah. collectibles, conversations.
Both, yeah. Some collectibles and these important conversation events can be permanently missed if you're not in the right place at the right time.
Oof, that can be frustrating for completionists.
Totally. And compounding that, there's one specific item with multiple uses, but you only get to pick one use per playthrough.
Meaning, replays are necessary to see everything.
Exactly. The reviewer even admitted they had to replay a chunk of the game because they missed a key conversation they wanted to experience.
Okay, so that's something for players to keep in mind. Any other quibbles?
Just a couple small things. One mention of a single story segment that felt a bit confusing. Like the screen effects or gameplay didn't quite match the narrative beat. And a visual observation. The stage environments apparently rely heavily on similar color palettes. Lots of green and brown.
A bit samey.
Yeah, the suggestion was maybe more varied locations, like, I don't know, snowfields or something, could have added more visual pop.
Right. So putting it all together, how should we think about Lapin in the bigger picture?
Well, you could categorize it as a death game because of that high difficulty.
Okay.
But what makes it stand out, what's truly remarkable, is how it combines that intense challenge with genuinely heartwarming dialogue and a really compelling story.
Yeah.
It uses the difficulty to make the emotional stuff hit harder, you know?
That's a really interesting blend, not something you see every day.
Not at all. And because of that unique mix, the reviewer actually thinks it has huge potential for streaming.
Oh, like it could go viral.
Yeah, they suggested if streamers pick it up and tackle the challenge early on, it could really take off. It's got that watchability factor, tough gameplay, plus cute characters equals streaming gold, potentially.
Huh. And one last interesting tidbit, its origin.
Right. Developed by a Korean studio, Studio Activita, I believe.
Okay.
And apparently you can even spot some Korean text and background elements within the game.
Oh, neat detail.
Yeah, and the reviewer used this point to comment on something broader, this idea that maybe Asia, or specifically Korea in this case, has a real knack, a lead perhaps, in that cute design sensibility.
And Lapin uses that strategically.
Exactly. It leverages that cuteness to draw you into this world that is surprisingly quite demanding. It's not just cute for cute's sake. It serves the whole experience.
So wrapping this up then, we've taken this deep dive into Lapin, looked at its charm, its challenges, its little quirks.
Yeah.
What's the main thing that stands out to you from this journey?
I think it really poses an important question for us and for you listening. Can a game really pull off being both? Can it masterfully blend the intense, sometimes frustrating challenge of a death game with storytelling that's deeply emotional and mechanics that are still clear and engaging? Lapin seems to make a strong case that yes, it can. It's a really thought-provoking mix, something for you to definitely mull over as you navigate your own path to discovery in gaming.